Good morning all. Thought it was about time I did a quick squidge round and showed you my plot. We're in the middle of July, so it's summer and we have had some hot, dry weeks. So, oh, there's my little haul for today. Got some onions, garlics, cucumber, some beans, a few courgettes, of course, we all know what courgettes, a few tomatoes. So we've got a little, we've got dinner, there we go. So let's have a quick look around, and then in our pumpkin bed, not pumpkin bed, what's that with me, melon bed, we've actually got some melons. Now I've pollinated these with a paintbrush, so I'm quite pleased with that, and they're coming on all right. So let's have a look at the greenhouse. Oh, there's another one down there, look. Yeah, let's have a look in the greenhouse. Oh, before we do that, let's go home and have a look in the greenhouse at home. So here we are at home. Let's have a look in the greenhouse. Right, so we've got a chili pepper, we got sweet pepper, we've got all sorts in here actually, but mostly it's chili and sweet pepper and tomatoes. So, oh, we've got a tomato there, that's at Elsa Craig. Look at that, it's just beginning to ripen. You can tell Elsa Craig because they've got this green around the top. And we've got some mixed peppers here. There you go, there's one there. Well, as I say, they're mixed peppers. And I'm going to try some celery again. I don't have a lot of success with celery. Everything wants to eat it, and you've got to keep it watered. But we'll give it another go. It may be a little bit late for celery, but who knows, we've Indian summer, as we call it, when the sun shines right into September, and we could have success. Oh, we'll see. I also grow lettuce in trays like that, not because I'm going to plant them out, but it's a quick and easy way if you need some lettuce of just cutting the leaves off. So don't dip in all them spare seeds, just sow them in a tray and you've got lettuce. So let's go back to the allotment. There's the first crop of onions drying. So let's go and have a look in the greenhouse. Right, peppers are coming on nicely. I had a little bit of trouble early in the year with some of the peppers being nibbled off by a mice or mouse. A mouse. But anyway, we're still doing okay. Look, we've got a couple there, look, coming. Chilies are doing well. Then I've got some huge biggie ones here. There's a nice pepper coming there, look. So we're doing okay. I'm drying onions, that's my shallots. Then, oh, the aloe vera, of course, that's in case I get stung by bees. And then my tomatoes, they're coming on okay, look. I've got some ripe ones there that I can pick. And a few more, in fact quite a few there I can pick. And there's a few of me little cherry tomatoes there. Oh, where are we? Let's have a look. There we go. There, and there's a few more. There's a few more there, look. The carrots that are in the bucket, I'm letting them go to seed. What I'm going to do is collect the seed. Hold on, let's get it so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. I want to get them so that I can collect the seed and see if I can get them to grow. To show you my waterer there, recycled. You can just do that, look. And it can live there as long as it likes. well, until the plastic gets brittle, and then I'll bin it and then recycle it, and then I make another one. So there we go. Now let's have a look around the plot. Now the strawberries are getting eaten by just about anything that wants to eat them. So what I've done is I've got a couple of trays here, a couple of boxes, and they are doing okay, but I've covered them with wire, as you can see. But I've got some very nice strawberries ready to pick. There we go, somewhere there. There we go. Yeah. Most of my flowers have dried and died. Oh, mind you, I've got some parsley growing there in a pot. Very nicely, thank you. I've got the kettle on for tea. Sweet peas, I've given up with those. I've just letting them go to seed, so I've got some peas for next year. It's just been too dry and they haven't really come up. But my little marigolds, oh, fine weed like you won't believe, they've done ever so well. They looked at a picture. What I need to do now with those, apart from spread all the seeds somewhere else, is to cut them all off, so that we end up with a late growth. Right then, generally speaking, round the plot, there's me late broad beans. I thought I'd put some in, right, you know, some late ones. Who knows? They could do. And my last lot of sweet corn. But there, the marrows, they've been superb. Look at that. There's a really nice one in there. So they've been doing okay. And then I've got, I think, the lettuce, but they might be red cabbage. I'm terrible at labelling, aren't I? And I've got me melons growing there. Oh, and then the carrots, I'm doing well with the carrots. The carrot bed, because they came up early, I've been pulling a few of those, and then I noticed that I've got some more coming. We had a little bit of rain last week, and it really was a little bit, but it was enough to inspire them to grow. So, and then in the protected area, I've got some tomatoes, and they're doing okay. Not ripe yet, but that's because they're outside, of course. And then what will be gherkins, they're doing okay. I think I need to just persuade them to go back against that wire. And then I've got some potatoes, of course, like I always do, in buckets. My pumpkins, not me pumpkins, me cucumbers, they are doing superb. They're outside. Well, when I say they're outside, they're in this sun trap, but they're doing good. And then I've got some more melons over there. Last year I lost one lot of melons, so now I'll grow them in more than one place. Right, so then we'll get on round. Potatoes, the main crop, they're doing okay. They are Myra's, but these were King Edwards, and I've been digging these, and we're doing okay with those. And then from here, as you can see, the grapevines are doing well, as is the asparagus that I grew from. I grew them at home in pots. This is their second full year, I believe. Need to look back at my other videos. And then of course I've got some later potatoes over there. They were shooting potatoes that somebody gave me, so I put them in. So let's walk on round. I'm not talking to myself, Trish, I'm making a video.
I realise that's why I'm keeping quiet.
There's another box of strawberries there, but the box split. It's got really brittle. They do eventually, don't they? But there we go, we've got some strawberries on there. And then my bins are full, my compost bins are full. And there we go, there's the potatoes. And then the asparagus that I rely on greatly, all dried. But I'm starting to weed it. And oddly enough, with that little bit of rain, look, we've got some new shoots coming up. So hopefully things will be well. But I mean, the grapevines are looking superb. But I did give them a winter prune. I then did the spring prune. But they're just growing so fast, I can't keep up with it. Yeah, but it's looking good. And then here I've got, this is where I just let any flower that wants to grow there grow. And oddly enough, I've got a couple of sunflowers and a couple of marigolds. Good job. Then I sowed some seed onions, Elsa Craig, and they're coming on all right. Then we've got these rosettes, but they've all gone to seed. It doesn't matter, they'll still be useful. Then I sowed a couple of rows of beetroot, and they're doing okay. And they're really in the shade here for most of the day because of the grapevine. But that is, I think, why they grew, because the sun and the heat and so on. The strawberries, they make it, they look like they finished. But the truth is, with that little bit of rain, there we go, it's almost as though they're going to come back again. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not really sure. We'll see. Then I'll just let this spinach go to seed because I like to save the seed. And then I've got another beetroot bed here in the shade. Right, so onwards rain we go. Got leeks that have got everything growing in amongst them. Spinach growing in amongst them. I really don't care because I can pick the spinach, because now's a good time for picking spinach. Now's a good time for sowing spinach. I don't sow spinach normally until the first week of July, otherwise it goes to seed. And then growing in amongst all this lot is I can't remember whether these were squash or pumpkin. And then I've got sweet corn growing here. That's to give just a bit of shade. And of course, if I get corn, I'll be happy with that as well. Onwards to the next row. Then this is just the bee friendly bit. They were superb. The poppies there earlier in the year were superb. So next row then. Right, I've got some cabbages and they're coming on okay. One single sprout over there, and I've got some peas. These are later peas because the other peas, basically they dried out. Even though I did try to keep them watered with rainwater, they did dry out. And then I've got a couple of cabbage plants that that everything wants to eat, but they're surviving, and some red cabbage. That is for me to make sauerkraut. Then me beans. Oh, hello pussycat. Me beans, the birds were eating the beans. The pussycat, that seems to have done it. These are French climbing beans, absolutely gorgeous they are. There's nothing wrong with them at all. Then round we go. All of the berries I ended up letting the birds eat them, mostly because I've still got some from last year frozen, and I think I might be sensible and take one of the bushes out. I should do it so that I can take it to the scouts and put it in their ground. Then the strawberries here in the tray, not been so good. The truth is that they dry out, or they had dried out a couple of times. The end row there, where there was a bit of shade, that seems to have survived. But then I've got another couple of rows of carrots here, and they're just coming up. So I'm quite pleased with that. Then the broad beans, I cut them off. And I've just left the roots in. Let's get back, there we go. And I've just left the roots in, and they're regrowing, look, with flowers on. Now, whether I'm going to get decent sized beans or not, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Then there's me red onions. These were the ones that I put in on the shortest day. and they're looking okay, even though most of them went to seed. There's a few that didn't, but they'll still be edible, won't they? Then I've got a proper row of sweet corn and some more peas. Then we come on round to, hold on, when I said that was the pumpkins, these are the pumpkins, and there's pumpkin there, look. So these are usually the Provence, absolutely lovely, they roast gorgeously. Then my sweet corn here, this was the lot that I put in way back in April, and they're doing good, and they are protecting the courgette, and the courgettes, as you can see, are doing okay. But what I did with the courgettes is I did them at 2 week intervals. So this one's not such a big plant, and neither is that one. But what it does is it produces the flowers at different times. So you get male flowers, and they don't all come male flowers at once, female flowers all at once. You get them staggered, which is what you want. Then the grapevines at the end here in the sun, that's looking like it's got a little bit of I think they call it dote, but anyway, it looks like it's got a bit, so I might have to look in there and see if I can't trim all that and get some air in. Then the apple tree's doing lovely, the peach tree is as well, look at them lovely peaches, as is the pear tree. So it's all doing really super well. The strawberry tub, once again, it didn't respond very well to the heat, but never mind. Right, so then let's go and have a look. The pond is just overgrown and the carrot box that was a carrot box last year is parsnips this year, and I've got parsnips, and I sowed some more parsnips, and I think I noticed, yeah, there's one over there just coming up, but they keep drying out. There's one there, look. There's just that one there, look. It's because it dries out so quick. It's because this is a sandy soil or loamy type soil, and it dries out so quick. But then look at these lovely Allotments. They have been absolutely superb, and the bees absolutely love them. There's one just gone in there now. There he is. Yeah. So there we go. We'll have a quick squidge at the beehive. Morning, ladies. There we go. They look happy. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 nukes on there, and a 5th one to go on fairly soon. There we go then. So that's the plot. Looks well overgrown, but I'm happy with it. Bye. Be good.